Welcome back to Law Nexus, where the courtroom drama unfolds in real time. Today, we dive into a case filled with shocking thefts, past convictions, and high-stakes decisions. What happens when a defendant rejects a plea deal and risks decades behind bars? Stay tuned. The tension in this courtroom is palpable.
Okay, Mr. Barau, in cause number 24, DCCR 1722, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. The indictment alleges that was from April 28th of 2024. It alleges you were previously convicted of theft September 8th of 1999, January 5th of 2000, February 7th of 2000 in two different cases, September 27th of 2010, May 4th of 2011. It further alleges that you were convicted of burglary of a vehicle, a third-degree felony, in two different cases, May 19th of 1986, and that after that was final, you were convicted of delivery of marijuana, a third-degree felony, in 1987. Two cases of delivery of marijuana on that same date, and that after all of that was final, you were convicted of possession of a prohibited substance in a correctional facility, a third-degree felony, July 31st of 1996. What that means, sir, is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty in that case, the punishment would be enhanced to that of a second-degree felony, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Give me just a second. And then in cause number 24, DCCR 2289, you're also charged with theft of property with previous convictions from September 28th of 2024. That indictment alleges all of those same prior offenses, which means if you go to trial and you're found guilty in this case, the range of punishment would also be that of a second-degree felony, which has a punishment range between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand?
What was the last one you just read, John? The 2024?
The indictment date on this case is from September 28th of 2024.
Then that was the latest. What was that? What was that about?
That's why you have a lawyer.
In Your Honor, for the record, the state will be filing a motion to accumulate the sentences in these, or for the sentences in these cases to run consecutively, Judge.
So, in the September 28th of 2024 case, the allegation is that you unlawfully appropriated property, to wit, medicine and sundries of the value of less than $2,500 from John Almaguer, which is the Walmart on Dallin Road, from, again, September 28th of 2024. So you're charged in two different cases from two different dates with theft of property. One from April 28th of 2024, the other from September 28th of 2024. Again, what that means in each of those cases is if you're found guilty and those prior offenses are true, the ranges of punishment are between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand? And I have here on the computer a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it in each of these cases with that of Mr. Kimmler's that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 5-year term in prison on each of these cases that would run concurrently, which means together at the same time. I also want to make sure you understand what Mr. Coleman just said, and if you go to trial, because these are different offense dates, there is the possibility, if you're found guilty in each case, that he could ask me to stack or accumulate, run consecutively, any sentences that you receive, and that would be up to me. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And do you want to reject those offers and have both of your cases set for trial?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, I will get them set on the trial docket. Mr. Coleman, is there any reason to believe there would be any change in that offer?
Absolutely not.
So I want to also make sure you understand that after today, I will not accept a plea offer in these cases unless there is some new information that comes to light that for some reason the attorneys don't know. And so if you change your mind later and want to enter a plea of guilty, it would be to something different than this plea agreement or just open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you want to go forward with trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll get your cases set on the trial docket. Stay in touch with Mr. Kimmler. He'll let you know when you need to be back and ready for trial. Will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
Mr. Savoy, you're charged in that case with the third-degree felony offense of tampering or fabricating with physical evidence with the intent to impair from September 23rd of 2023. And how do you plead to that charge?
Plead guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 4-year deferred adjudicated probation. There would be a $300 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is
Your
there any
Honor,
other?
excuse me, I apologize. One of those is forfeit the weapon as well as part of the plea agreement.
I don't think y'all wrote that on here,
Yeah,
but.
but that's fine.
And is it your understanding that also as part of that plea agreement, the weapon in that case will be forfeited to the state? Do you understand? So you won't get the gun back. You understand that? Okay. And if y'all just make sure, I don't know if you need a forfeiture motion, and I'll sign that order at
I'll
sentencing.
go grab it from Mr. Mayor Court.
Okay. Is there any evidence that Mr. Savoy is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for sentencing at a different date, and we'll get the probation department to do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop. All right, sir, again, you're Donald Owens Jr. And so the motion to compel, has that been worked out?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you have all the information, discovery, that you feel like is out there, correct?
Yes.
Do you need me to sign that order, or it sounds like it's been taken care of? So, Mr. Owens, in cause number 24, DCCR 1192, you're charged with a second-degree felony offense of sexual assault of a child from March 20. What that means is if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here on the computer a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it with that of Mr. Kelly's. This shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer, if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty, for a cap of 10 years in prison, which means you would be leaving your punishment up to me. And if I followed the agreement, I couldn't give you more than 10 years. I could give you 10 years, I could give you less. It would all depend on the information that was brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that offer and have your case set for trial. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial and what your options are. And do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And everything's done, discovery, nothing, not waiting on DNA or anything like that. Okay? We'll get it set.
Everything we've asked for.
Get it set on the trial docket. Stay in touch with Mr. Kelly. He'll let you know when you need to be back and ready for trial. All right. Thank you.
Judge.
This transcript shows 2 court cases. One where a woman pleads guilty and is sentenced, and another where a man with many past convictions faces a serious punishment range. The judge explains their rights, responsibilities, and the consequences of their pleas. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like, share, and subscribe to Law Nexus for more real courtroom analysis and suspenseful legal stories.